Hey everybody, welcome to Wacky Wednesday number 21 on the Leek. I'm John as always, and today we're going to be doing Triple Fate Reforged Draft. This is a format that shouldn't exist. It is an abomination of nature. Small sets, of course, are designed to be drafted with their large set only. Jamming nothing but 3 packs of a small set into a draft can often be a little bit strange. It can also be a little bit fun, and of course you get your hands on the new cards a little bit more quickly. This is also going to be a bit of a special draft since we're going to be doing some cross promos. We're going to have Card Advantage MTG in this draft as well. And we're also going to have Alex from VC Gaming in this draft. So it's going to be 3 different drafts. I'll link to their channels. They, I believe, will have recordings of their drafts up as well. So you'll be able to see 3 different views of the same draft. If we get paired against each other, we'll be able to see both sides. Should be pretty fun. But I'm going to wait for Alex to get online, and then we will start the draft. All right, luckily the timing worked. We've all joined in and the draft has started. There's Card Advantage and there is VC Gaming right there. Let's see what this format throws at us. Well, it throws at us a horrible card in Crucible of the Spirit Dragon. That's definitely not playable. I've done no real sort of prep for this format, but I have a feeling that it's going to be absolutely a 2-color format, which means these dual lands are not going to be that valuable. I see a Teamer Sabertooth sitting here. This is the card that I've been most excited to play with, and I haven't yet played with it. So it's almost definitely what I'm going to take. I also see an Aven Surveyor that I'm pretty happy about, and a Bathen Dragonfire. Yeah, I think I have to take the Teamer Sabertooth just because I really want to play it. Let's see who am I passing to. I'm passing to Alex from VC Gaming. Where is Card Advantage? Where are they? They're up here. So I'm passing to VC Gaming. VC Gaming is passing to Card Advantage, and then I'll be getting passed to from VC Gaming in pack 2. But yeah, I'm going to take Teamer Sabertooth. Seems like the best card in this pack by far. I mean, it's arguably one of the best cards in the format, even in Fate Cons. So definitely first pickable. So we're really going to want to push green. I don't know if there's going to be many Enter the Battlefield effects that'll be all that good, but who knows. We've got a Supplant Form. Supplant Form's pretty good. It's expensive, but it does really kind of take over games as long as you get to copy something really awesome. Only other green cards in this pack are Formless Nurturing and Map the Wastes. Those aren't terribly things I want to be taking. One thing I can try to keep in mind is that there are only 5 2-colored common cards, and they are all, I believe, enemy colors: black, white, blue, green. Blue, red, blue, green, something else, blah, blah, blah. But I don't think I'm really going to take too much concern of that. I think I'm just going to take the best cards in the pack and go with them. So Wild Slash is quite fantastic, and that might be what I take here. Abzan Sky Captain, also pretty good. Frostwalker is all right. Heel Cutter is quite good. It's taken over games for me. Douse and Gloom's also good, but I think I'm just going to take the Wild Slash here and hope to get some green in this pack. Not a single card in green. All right, and only 2 in red. What do we have? We've got Jeskai Barricade. We've got Karsi High Priest. Karsi High Priest I've also wanted to play with, but don't necessarily know how good it's going to be. Abzan Sky Captain, Hooded Assassin. Well, I feel like somebody's taking green. I'd be shocked to get 2 packs with basically no green in it. Can happen, though. It can happen. So Goreswine's a possibility. I could just end up being red aggro with something, but I really want to play that Sabertooth. So we've got Goreswine. I'm tempted by the High Priest, but I just don't know about it. No, I'm going to take the Goreswine. We've got the Wild Slash, and I definitely want to play that. Hey, here's some green. Look at this stuff. We've got a Whisperer of the Wilds, which I think is going to be my pick. I don't like this card. I haven't seen it played yet. I haven't played with it, and I don't think I'm ever going to play with it until I see somebody else play with it and show me that it's good, but I don't think that's going to happen, to be honest. So yeah, we've got Whisper of the Wilds, Mardu Runemark I don't want to play. Grim Contest if I do go black with the green, but I mean Whisper of the Wilds is just super good. Possibly first pickable even, so I'm definitely taking it here. Try to solidify my green. Well, we got green, but it's all bad. I mean, Return to Earth is fine. It's just very, very, very sideboard. Smoldering Efreet, not the best, but we could take it to go red. We could take a Blossoming Sands if I think I'm going to go white. We could take an Ethereal Ambush if I think I'm going to go blue. Well, I don't think I want to jump into blue, although there is a Lotus Path to Djinn here. And that's great in Fate Cons. I bet it's just as good in Fate. My red's so good, though. I don't necessarily want to jump into that. We'll take it, and we'll explore blue. Well, Whisk Away, that's pretty good. But we also have a Hunt the Week and a Battlefront Crew Shock. Now, Battlefront Crew Shock, I like it. I don't think it's going to do much of anything in this format. Because we don't have Outlast. We don't have nearly as many ways to get counters. Bolster's a thing, but it's not a great thing. It's just a thing. But I think I'll take the Hunt the Week here just to cement myself in green. That Whisk Away is tempting, though, and I'm surprised to see it this far in on pick 6. That seems pretty late. But we'll take the green, the color that we know we definitely want to be, and see what else comes our way. Another Hunt the Week, okay. Another Whisk Away. Sudden Reclamation. Not sure how good that would be in this format specifically. But I don't think I want another Hunt the Week this early. Whisk the Way is going to put me on the blue path. I don't think I want a Smoldering Efreet. Whisk Away it is. Feral Crew Shock would be fine. Lightning Shrieker actually would combo with Temur Sabertooth. As long as I could pay 5 green red, I could cast an attack with it, hit with it, bounce it back. Doesn't necessarily seem the best of plans, but it's something. But maybe I just take the Feral Crew Shock. Might just be the safer pick. Yeah, let's take the safer pick. So there's another one, of course. Frontier Mastodon. That could be good. I could cast on turn 3 as a 3/2 and then later on bounce it back and get the Ferocious trigger if I want to. There's also a Rugged Highlands, but again, I don't think these lands even remotely matter in this format. So yeah, we'll take the Frontier Mastodon. Just continue cutting green. And that's what we're going to do here as well with Formless Nurturing. Collateral damage is okay. I prefer to play it with Active Treason, and there's no Active Treason in Fate. You'd have to get that out of Cons. So we'll just take the green card. Keep on that plan. Ooh, that Karsi High Priest came back. It's too late to go that way, though, I think. Well, I think Refocus is better than Defiant Ogre. So maybe that is going to ultimately decide if we go blue or red. So let's take it. Well, there's an Ambush Crotic, which I don't want to play. I don't want to play it. So maybe I just take the Rugged Highlands. Alright. Seems bad. But I don't think I was going to go black, so Grim Contest wasn't going to do it. I wasn't obviously going to go blue-red. Well, there's another Crotic. Break through the line. 2 or less gets haste. That's just awful. Yeah, we'll take the Crotic. I don't want to play it, though. It'll be one of the first cuts we do. Another thing about this format is that, unfortunately, they only offer 4/3/2/2s. So if I do lose in round 1, this will be a short video, unfortunately. But if I don't, it'll be at least a 3 video series. Hopefully we can do a full 4 videos by getting to the last round, but who knows? Who knows? Wow. Feral Invocation's not awful. Alright, let's tilt the scales back to red slightly. Because I figure Wild Slash, Lotus Path to Djinn, pretty good. Whisk Away is probably better than either of those cards. Yeah, there's a last pick land, as I expected. And Refocus or Goreswine. I mean, Goreswine's a creature, so I would probably take the Goreswine over that. So I still don't know for red or blue just yet. We obviously don't want to go Temur. I'm certain this is a 2-color format, not a 3-color. But we're on to pack 2, so let's see what Alex passes us. Well, we've got a Soulfire Grandmaster, so we're taking that. that's worth some number of tickets that I'm not going to pass to somebody else. Were I not taking that, we'd be looking at Destructor Dragon, probably to the Bathe in Dragonfire, I think. But we're taking the Soulfire, because it's a Soulfire. I just did a quick check. Unfortunately, that Soulfire is only worth 645, but I mean, that's still, almost 2 packs, or possibly just over 2 packs. No, almost 2 packs, which is still more than enough for me to snap take. I'd like to play it, but we're not going to go white, and we're not going to go white-blue or white-red at this point. All right, come on, Alex. Pass me something good. Not much of this is good. I guess we've got Meringue River Prowler if we do want to go the blue. I'm gonna need to make that decision very soon. We've got an Anok Guide, which I don't want to take. I should be able to get that back around. Although if there's another green drafter, they'll probably take that. Valorous Stance is fantastic, but it's too late for me to jump into a different color. So I guess we're looking at River Prowler. It's green, yeah, so we would get the ability, presumably. Yeah, I need to make that decision soon. Really soon. Alright, let's take the River Prowler, and let's start presuming that we're going blue. And there's a Goblin Heel Cutter. But there is a Lotus Pathogen, so we can take that. A second one would be totally fine. I think our blue is just going to be better. Yeah, I think the blue is just going to be better. Shamanic Revelation, just not that good. Constructed, maybe something will happen with it, but not in draft. So Lotus Path, Jeskai Runemark, no. Fascination, definitely not. Map of the Wastes, no. Foremost Nurturing, we've got one. So yeah, we'll take Lotus Path, and we need some lower creatures too. Let's get this red out of here. We've made our decision, and we're sticking with it. Ooh, an Aven Surveyor. And a Bathe in Dragonfire, of course. So we'll take the Aven Surveyor, I think. Ethereal Ambush is good. We may be able to get that back around if we're the only green-blue drafters. But I'm pretty happy with Aven Surveyor, especially with a Temur Sabertooth. If I can get some sort of bounce lock going, that would be great. All right, keep the good stuff coming. Frostwalker's okay. I don't necessarily want a third one of these. I need some low drops. And Frostwalker definitely fits that. Green, Crotic, Return to the Earth. We've seen those a bunch. We have the one Crotic that we don't want. I'll want one of these at some point, but not just now. So let's take the Frostwalker. Ooh, a Destructor Dragon. As everybody probably knows, I've been pretty down on these dragons. But I think I'm okay with the one in green, just because green does not get this type of thing usually. The ability may as well not be there as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, sure, if they kill it, you get to kill a land. Generally, maybe you get lucky and you hit a siege or something, but usually you're going to hit a land. And you're going to hit that land on turn 6 at the absolute earliest. So it's not a big deal for me. But I just like the 4/4 flyer. We can hopefully ramp up to it with Whisperer. Whisperer is going to have Ferocious on turn 3, possibly, if I have Frostwalker down. So I'm pretty happy picking this up here. Don't mistake that for me thinking it's an amazing card. I'm just happy picking it up here. Another Hunt the Weak. That's a possibility. Sultai Skullkeeper, we don't really have a reason for it. Ooh, Warflare. Some red-white player is going to be happy. Do I want a second Hunt the Weak? Not really. Maybe I do take the Sultai Skullkeeper. It's a functional reprint of Screeching Scab from Dark Ascension, which was totally okay. But of course, Dark Ascension Innistrad had Flashback, which is significantly better self-milling yourself than Delve is, especially in Triple Fate. No, Hunt the Weak's probably just better. So many 4-drops, though. Anok Guide, totally happy with it. At worst, it's going to be a 2/2. I would prefer not to use the second ability. It's the slowest ramp you'll ever use, ever. But yeah, I'll take it. It's a creature, it's a 2/2, it's a low drop. That's what I need. So we've got another Frontier Mastodon, which I don't really want. I want one of these Ethereal Ambushes at some point, and I think that point's going to be now. We've got our Cruise Shock already. We've got our Mastodon already. There's no blue. Let's take that ambush. Another guide's not necessarily what I want. Will of the Naga should be pretty good, though. I do need some more creatures, though. So pack 3, I'm going to want to pick up a bunch of creatures. So let's take that for now. Let's ditch that Ambush Crow-Tick. We should be able to get something out of it. That Scoured Barrens looks really weird. It looks very gray for some reason. Huh. So we've got Rune Mark, Fascination. I can't even trigger the Rune Mark, can I? Yeah. Let's take the removal. Let's hate out the conditional removal. A second Ethereal Ambush isn't necessarily what I want to be doing. But I'll take it. And I'll throw it in the sideboard right now. Nothing here is any good. Let's take that. Nothing here is any good. Huh, so some people have been taking the lands. Interesting. Temur Rune Mark. We could actually trigger that. I still don't want to play it, but we could trigger it. So I've got about 5 playables to pick, and I'd prefer all of them to be creatures. I would really prefer all of them to be creatures. Come on, bomb creature. Dragon Scale General. Relatively bombish, but not in our colors. We have a Winds of Calcisma, a Frontier Mastodon, and a Refocus. That's awful. That is just awful. How reliably am I going to have Ferocious? Destructor Dragon, Cruise Shock, Sabertooth. That's it? Frostwalker? That doesn't seem remotely reliable enough to have Ferocious for me to take the Winds, so I think I'm going to have to take another Frontier Mastodon, which also requires Ferocious, but at least is a creature. A second Wild Slash, that's gross. Who knows, maybe I should have stayed red, but oh well. That decision was made a long time ago. We'll take that Mastodon. Ooh, Jeskai Infiltrator. That's a card. That's going to be the card we take, I think. So let me read this one more time. So it can't be blocked as long as I control no other creatures. On turn 3, there's an okay chance of that happening. When it deals combat damage to a player, exile it and the top card of your library, shuffle them up, manifest them both. That's not too bad at all. Yeah, we're going to take Jeskai Infiltrator. Another Meringue Revel Prowler, or a Whisk Away, or a Hunt the Weak. Well, I love Whisk Away, but I need creatures. Although he's not a blocker, and we already have one. Maybe I do take the Whisk Away. Maybe I take the Whisk Away. Let's take it. Come on, creatures. Good creatures. Where are ya? Another Lotus Path to Jin? Maybe this is where I take the Return to the Earth. Taking a sideboard card when I need playables, probably not the best of ideas, but I'm going to do it. I have faith that I'll get good stuff, or ever so slightly playable stuff, as this Anot guide is. Neutralizing Blast would just be horrendous in this format. I mean, it's bad in the normal format, it's just awful in this one. Yeah, I guess we need to take that Anot guide, don't we? We need creatures. Another Crotic. Ugin's Construct. Probably going to need to sack something, because there's not going to be any morphs coming down. We could just take Thornwood Falls. Or actually, whoa, sorry. I was completely missing Right Into Being here. I'm pretty happy taking Right Into Being. That's one of the manifest spells I quite like, because you get to scry first, basically. Map the Wastes, Pilgrim of the Fires, Fruit of the First Tree. Well, my deck is full. I've got 23. So I'd be replacing stuff. Pilgrim of the Fires, I feel like it's just going to be way too expensive to hit. So maybe I take the Map the Wastes and probably don't play it. Yeah, let's do that. Another Crucible. I might take it just to rare draft for the heck of it if there's nothing else here. I don't really want another Will of the Naga. Is there anything I want to hate draft? Maybe Will of the Naga. Yeah, I'm not going to rare draft. Let's take this out. 14 creatures, a little bit low. Although this is essentially 2 creatures, so that's 15, 16 creatures. 17 creatures. Oh, I'm actually totally okay. Yeah, I'm perfectly okay. The winds came back. Still don't think I'm going to trigger them all that often. Dragon, Sabertooth. Maybe if I double prowess that. Frontier if it's already been triggered, but as we're discovering, it's probably not going to trigger all that often. Frostwalker. Do I have a refocus in my deck? I do. Yeah, I guess we'll take the wins, but not play it probably. I'm not terribly happy with the double Enoch guide. And I'm still really nervous about this guy. People were pretty high on him, and I think he could be good, but I don't know. Bit nervous about him. I like a lot of my other stuff, though. Double Whisk Away right into being. Teamer Sabertooth, of course. Destructor Dragon should be fine in this format. Aven Surveyor should be fantastic with Teamer Sabertooth. What do we have? We've got Archers, which I guess could be sideboard flyer protection stuff, or I could just take the straight up kill it. We already have one of those, I believe. Yeah, we took one of them. Well, let's take another. Nothing for me here, so let's take the most threatening card. Another Ethereal Ambush. Not going to play it. Nothing else I terribly care about. Let's take it, I suppose. Nothing I care about here. Let's take the Angler, I guess. Let's take the Cunning Strike. And let's take that. So there's the deck, I think. We'll take a look at what we've got sitting in our pool, but I don't think I'm going to add anything to it, really. So, alright, let's see here. Ambush Crow-Tick, no. I don't want more of those because I need creatures to hit them with. Those are sideboard cards. Rune Mark, just no. Map the Wastes, no. Winds, no. Yeah, I think this is just our deck. No dual lands for us, that's fine. Nothing we even want to consider splashing, I don't think. Well, we could splash Soulfire. Would there be a point? My spells don't do damage. And I don't necessarily want to return many of them. I could return Whisk Away over and over, but not worth it. Not remotely worth it. So yeah, we'll just add some basic lands, I think. 9 and 8. Is that about right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So one less forest. Blue is on the lower end. Yeah, seems good. So there's our deck. We will see how this goes and see if I can get through a 4-3-2-2 and see who we get paired up against. We've got a moderately high chance of being paired up against Card Advantage or VC Gaming. Of course, you can check the show notes for the links to their channels to see how their drafts went, and I will see you guys for round 1.